They said Gray paved the way, changed the rain, released the pain, least you sane, getting paid, trend setting, brighter days, doper rap, tight as set, high and deadly, I'm a fighter jet, Jeremy Kane.
Hey, yo, listen, this will be on Monday show.
Alright.
We're back like cook crack. Let's get it popping. I had to do it. I'm feeling like I'm in the DJ booth. My fault. Muffins Martinez should never have said all right, because if anybody knows hip hop, it was from the 80s to the 90s. When someone said, hey, yo, it was finished with an all right. So, my brother, please introduce yourself so we can start talking a big return to MLW.
Hey, it's your boy, your quintessential Puerto Muffin Jorge, Muffin Martinez, like Jeff says. I'm right 1% of the time, so 99% of the time, I don't know crap what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so don't take it from me.
You know more about wrestling than every other freaking person that tries to do this. So, listen, we got the crazy news. Now, we had talked about this prior because El Jefe, put a tweet out there saying, one door closes, another one opens. I'm going to take a flight. I got to go talk to one of the biggest free agents in the game. So we're like, I wonder who that is. People were going crazy. It's Kota Ibushi. It's all these other guys. We find out it's the return of Davey Boy Smith Jr. I think it's Davey Boy Smith Jr., right?
Yeah, I call him Davey Smith Jr.
Nah, it's all good. It doesn't matter. But they know what it is. Davey Smith Jr., Davey Boy Smith Jr., the Bulldog, is back in MLW. They also released a T-shirt, TBS, Davey Boy Smith. Now, I think he was the middleweight champion, I think he was?
Yeah, one time he was the middleweight champion. Also, one time, when they had the little Heart Foundation thing there. Also, Brian Pillman, they were together there, so they were doing their thing at that time. So, I mean, it's awesome to have him come back to his home, which we knew he was wrestling for Uncle Vince for a long time, but after a while you kind of get stuck in the middle and shit, and nobody sees you much. But once he went to MLW, man, that's when he really took off. So, and I think he really took off.
Right? I think he was New Japan.
New Japan for a long time with him and his tag team partner, the Murder Hawk. They have a tag team up there. They've been killing people left and right for years, but I don't think they've been teaming up in the last couple of years though. Like here and there they do, but not that much like they used to.
Well, we're getting him back for MLW, which is a huge. It's dope when you get your product back. You know what I mean? Like, we know what he meant to MLW. He goes, does his thing, murders it. Like, does his thing. Obviously, him and Lance something. Lance Archer, right? That's the biggest name.
Archer. Yes.
Yeah. Him and Lance Archer. I know they were like the IWGP tag team champions or something like that.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not even a New Japan person, and I know that. Like they were just destroying people. We're getting Davey Boy Smith back, and you're like, damn. Now, also, I'm a big British Bulldog fan, so this is close to home for me because of what it all stands for. Now, with Davey Boy Smith Jr. coming in, now I had tweeted this, and I said, damn, I think the dream match, or just to my dream match, what I would like to see is Alex Kane versus Davey Boy Smith Jr. Now, Alex Kane's the big homie, but I think that matchup is absolutely incredible. Both physical guys, talk to me. What you think about Alex Kane versus Davey Boy Smith Jr.? Or who do you want to see Davey Boy Smith Jr. against, actually?
Well, it was funny you say that because Alex Kane, like maybe a year and a half hour ago, he saw that they had tweeted a new match for the show in 2 weeks, and he's like, well, hold up, where's our matches?
Where's the Bomaye Fight Club?
Where's the Bomaye Fight Club? Everybody's saying this and thing, and I said, well, I guess he's gonna have to come out and call somebody out, and he retweeted that. So I'm pretty sure he's feeling a little neglected and feels the group is being neglected. So That would be kind of awesome if he does come to the ring with Mr. Thomas and Myron Reed, and he calls out Davey Boy Smith Jr. Dude, that's gonna be they're gonna have to reinforce the ring just because of all the different types of suplexes that's gonna happen between both of those guys. So I mean, and power, I want to see that match because of the suplex and the power. If I want to see like a technical match, like I know he could do technical, then I will definitely would love to see him with against
Davey Richards.
Yes, with him there'll be a perfect pairing just because of the technical aspect of how they wrestle. They both could go into power. They both got speed, but they're also their main attribute is technical wrestling. And I know Davey Boy Smith, being down from the dungeon, down the Heart Foundation back in the days, and they that's the one thing they always teach was a lot of the grappling, technical mat wrestling. So that will be something that I would love to see them go at it in a technical aspect.
And this is the thing with a guy, especially Davey Boy Smith, is N.W.A has all the guys to make that match dope. Like you said, you want technical, throw him to Davey. You want a hard-hitting suplex machine, half man, half machine, you send him to Alex Kane. You know what I mean? Like, if there's so many opportunities that you're like, damn. Now, I gotta say it because AD, he felt a certain way. He's seen Mance Warner versus Enzo, right? And he was like,
hold on. You mean the fake one?
Enzo?
Yeah, the fake one.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And, and Twitter is the real one. Here is the fake
He's
one.
the realest one in the room. How you doing? Huh?
How you doing? Fake one.
Listen, I love what Enzo has been in MLW. And AB feels like he's Court Bauer's kind of doing with Tony Khan, just throwing random matches out there, right?
Yeah.
We see Mance Warner versus Mads Kruger. We see Mance Warner versus Enzo. Now, thing is though, is we haven't seen Enzo. Enzo comes in and out. He's kind of there and he's not there. But we've seen, like we said this before, we've seen him versus Matt Cross. You were like, well, I don't know if that was him. And we both said, well, was that Matt Cross? Or was this an actual Enzo growing in this industry? Because, for a while, he wasn't the safest and best wrestler. But he has grown leaps and bounds in MLW. Enzo is a pretty good wrestler.
And you even said it when he came in for the first time. You even kept telling us, like, which Enzo we're going to get. We're going to get the WWE guy, or we're going to get a new Enzo who is trying to clean up his image, is trying to do more stuff, because we haven't heard his name in anything negative since he's been to MLW. He's giving us good matches against Matt Cross and Casey Navarro a couple of times, different people. So I was like, well, shit, maybe Chef is right. Maybe we're finally getting that Enzo here, and more clean, more focused. Let me get my shit together because this might be my last chance. But together, and maybe now that Uncle Vince is gone, maybe I could get that phone call like people are getting now, because a lot of people, if you notice, they be getting their shit cleaned. There's like that not too many stuff going outside of wrestling, like rumors and stuff like that. Now people in the back, like they're doing the AEW, and they're signing shorter contracts now. Like, I'll come here for a couple of months. I'm not doing that 1 year, 2 year shit. No. If you notice, because that was kind of quick for Anya Namor, Mia Yim, and some people to be out of Impact Wrestling. What?
But
6
the thing
months?
I thought Impact had said something about we signed Mia Yim to a long-term deal. I thought I seen that.
I don't know, but I know her contract expired, so she's done. Unless she signs, you might see her back out here, back in NXT again, because now NXT is different. NXT, now that it's a 2-year thing now, NXT. In 2 years, if you haven't shown us in 2 years that you have improved and you're ready for the major leagues, or before the 2 years, you've been called up, you're done. Because right now, they just made a list of where they're going to hit next for the new NILs of guys.
Yep.
So they put a list coming up in October of all the different colleges they're going to hit, coming up. And the last class should be starting pretty soon now. November, probably by November, December. So
now, I definitely think if Enzo was smart, because I don't know his contract, we don't know his contract. William, I think, didn't that William Morrissey or Big Cass, didn't he sign with AEW or that he just showed up?
Yeah, he signed with AEW. Yep.
Okay, so
don't know how long he's there for, but he definitely signed with AEW. So
okay, so let's just say at most both of these guys are locked in for a year, right? We haven't seen yet, and this is the test because we like some of Enzo's matches, but at that Battle Riot, we know that the beef turned over and he had a match with Fatu, right? Fatu is arguably in what a lot of people say, which is match of the year, with Josh Alexander at that. What was that called?
The Ric Flair retirement match show.
Everyone's saying, "Yo, match of the year thing."
Yeah.
If he goes in and he has a great match versus Fatu, I guarantee you, WWE is like, we didn't have that Enzo.
Yep.
We could go wait. If Big Cass comes back, we'll get Enzo back. And that group grabs a microphone. And both of them, like, Enzo's cleaned up. William Morrissey's looking great. Pause. You bring them back. As soon as that bada bing, bada boom, that whole crowd starts going crazy for Enzo. And, this is the thing with Triple H. You thought Triple H would sprinkle in early. You go, okay, he signed, I think the first ones was, what were they called? They were a group. It was the guy who used to be in Miami Dolphins, turned to a football player. Turned to a wrestler. It was like a group. It's like two dudes and a girl.
The Hit Squad.
The Hit Squad. So they bring back the Hit Squad. You're like, okay, Triple H bring back Hit Squad. Interesting. Then you see Killer Cross, and you're like, whoa, didn't see that coming. Obviously with Scarlett Bordeaux. Then you see Samuel Shaw, who I always forget his name in WWE.
Yeah, Dexter Lumis.
Dexter Lumis. You see Dexter Lumis come back. You see Bray Wyatt come back. You see Braun Strowman come back.
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano comes back.
And then his wife just came back, now that she's ready after the baby. So,
I think Candice LeRae. So you got all these guys that Vince McMahon was like, get out of here. And Triple H is like, yo, come back. He was also very close to Mia Yim. He really liked Mia Yim. So you might be able to see her. I know you said that he has interest in Chelsea Green. And,
which I'm kind of surprised about that.
Yeah, me too. Zack Ryder. I could see Zack Ryder more than Chelsea Green because I think it's hard to invest in Chelsea Green because he's always hurt. She's kind of like the Tua Tagovailoa where he's always hurt. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, Tua's the concussion. Her is her arm. Something always where her arm breaks or something with her thing. But you know who Herb Bauer needs to really sit down and sign long term, and I mean like 3 to 5 years, is Jacob Fatu. That's the one he needs to sign 3-5 years because the bloodline is doing their shit. Solo Sakai is doing his shit. And I'm gonna say this, but Jacob Fatu should be in the spot that Solo Sakai is in right now. That should be Jacob Fatu right now.
Absolutely.
He should be the enforcer of the guy going crazy there, kicking everybody's ass, like jumping around like he always does out here. So he needs to sit down with him and say, yo, bro, we could work some stuff out. I mean, right now I can give you nothing up front, but once this stuff start coming through and stuff, I could definitely hit you more at the back end of the contract. So they need to get him there for a while.
And Rikishi also said, and I don't know how to say their last name, Rikishi put this out on social media, that he wants WWE to sign all the N.W.A family. That would mean Lance N.W.A. That's all. He wants the bloodline to be like the NWO
bloodline, yes.
Like, because the NWO had 6 million members. He's kind of going down that lane, because if you had Jacob Fatu, Joseph Hanoi, Lance N.W.A, the Uso brothers, Roman Reigns, and Solo Sikoa, like, that's like 900 dudes. They all could go.
Yeah, Tamika Snuka and every other Samoan wrestler that's out there, you could actually split this apart. You could have
Monday Night
Raw, Bloodline and SmackDown, Bloodline down in NXT, all under the head of the table, Roman Reigns, and you have 4 or 5 different wrestlers, including females, in 3 different brands holding belts, and then once a month they'll have the whole big meeting, and you see all these Samoans all together in one place. That shit would be crazy, right? That was the N.W.A thing right there.
But that's why, like you said, Court Bauer's got to lock in Jacob Fatu. Well, you think
he has to?
Not because I'm a Contra Unit like super fanboy, right? But Jacob Fatu, when you think MLW, Jacob Fatu is what you think of. You think Jacob Fatu, and especially now. Listen, I think right now there's 3 names that you think MLW: Jacob Fatu, Hammerstone, and Richard Holiday. Those are your 3 core guys, right? Now, with what's going on in WWE, you do worry, oh shit, they're building that Samoan dynasty shit over there. Like, I gotta do this, because you can't afford to lose a Hammerstone, a Jacob Fatu, or Richard Holiday. I think those 3 guys are a massive blow. That'd be like if John Cena, Roman Reigns, or I don't know, just say Brock Lesnar go to AEW.
Yep.
And
which will never happen.
No. But also, if you're looking at like Impact Wrestling, if Eddie Edwards, Josh Alexander, or Moose decided, you know what, we're going to go to AEW or WWE, they don't recover from that. Like, nobody in that company, and it's no disrespect to that roster, is on the level of those 3 guys of what they mean for the brand of Impact Wrestling.
They'll recover eventually at a time in the future. They'll recover because everybody recovers, but it'll be a humongous blow to lose those 3 guys you mentioned right now all at once. You will lose fans. You will lose. And I'm also going to say, you mentioned the 3 guys from MLW, but N.W.A has been pushing himself up there to be considered there on the top 5 guys right now from MLW.
That's where I still think Fatu is the only name you can't lose. I think you could manage around Hammerstone or a Holiday. I think you can go, okay, we can, because I think EJ can kind of go into Hammerstone's spot, and then
you cannot
a guy
lose
like
both. Yeah, you cannot lose not Hammerstone and Holiday. No, one, yes, but not both at the same time.
No way. I think that's crippling. But I think EJ is primed to take any of those guys' spots. I think EJ is ready. The way they built him up, the dominance, the way he comes across, what he showcases MLW to another level. But at the same time, Hammerstone does too. Hammerstone's always got the belts with him. He's always MLW this. He's wearing an MLW cutoff. He bleeds this. Guys like that are the ones you cannot afford to lose. And that's why we're saying you got to keep Fatu. You got to keep Hammerstone. That's what
the main guy,
does.
man. Yeah, the main guy.
WWE,
especially now. Well, no, especially now, and what they might be leading to next year for WrestleMania, The Rock and Roman Reigns. Because Rock had an interview, I think, yesterday, and one of the girls already kind of throw the who's the head of the table. So it's already being sprinkled. Now things gotta fall into place from now till next year, but they're ready threw the seed down to kind of get the shit rolling. Just in case if it works out.
The Rock literally, when she said, would you be opposed to taking the belt off of Roman. He said, I wouldn't be opposed to it. We just got to work some things out.
Exactly.
Like, The Rock was talking, and he said, look, I'm the real head of the tribal chief. Like,
now, I do not, and I really do not see The Rock beating him for the belt. I think it's more of passing the torch to Roman Reigns, because The Rock is already, 50, 51, and this dude is a humongous movie star now, man. He's a superhero.
oh,
There's no way in hell he's gonna leave that to come back to wrestling even for a couple of weeks. I mean, the schedule has to be done perfectly for him to miss a week of whatever he does outside of wrestling.
he's doing
It's gotta
too
be
much.
perfect. Let alone a month. It's impossible. I do not see him giving up a month of his money life, especially with XFL. But also, XFL comes out around the same time next year. So there's no way in hell he's gonna be able to win a belt, stay there for a month where all this shit's going on. He's going there to put up a good match, show the world why he still has it, and push Roman Reigns to the next level of, this is the future of wrestling right here. I pass the torch to him. And
all right, I got to ask you one question, and then we'll go to our next topic, because I think that I'm obviously, like I always say, you know more than me. Do you think that there has to be a title on the line at WrestleMania? Do you think that the belt has to be on Roman Reigns to make this special? No.
Okay. The belt has to be on Roman Reigns. Yeah, at least one of those belts has to be on Roman Reigns. At least one. But it does not have to be for the belt. This will be like a match of supremacy of who really is the. Basically, I'll call this match. I'll call it this way: is the head of the table match. Right there, you will sell thousands of tickets. You don't need a belt on the line. You don't need anything. This is going to be for supremacy of who is the real head of the table: Roman Reigns or The Rock. Dude, I'm sold already. I don't care if it's for a belt or not. I want to see who is the real head of the table.
Okay, so what
I'll call it the head of the table match, the main event at WrestleMania 39, right there, day 2, boom. Dude, that will be record sales of pay-per-views, record sale of profits coming into LA. This is going to be the highest viewed pay-per-view in the history of pay-per-views. If The Rock does wrestle there.
Is this Rock Hogan stare-off thing? Do you think it's Rock Hogan?
Oh, this is bigger than Rock Hogan. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. You're talking about a different time. I mean, that was what, 10 years ago? Rock and Hogan? Yeah, 10 years ago or more. We're talking about 2023. It's a whole 10 years later. Hogan's name doesn't even hold the pencil to anything now.
I'm saying magnitude, like Rock Hogan, like the magnitude of that.
No, 2023. No, this match will surpass Hogan Rock magnitude, because this match here is gonna sell. This is gonna be the main event. Hogan Rock was in the middle of WrestleMania. It wasn't even main event. It was in the middle. This is gonna be day 2, night 2, main event, 11 p.m. at nighttime or whatever the last match is going to be. They're going to give us half an hour or more of this match with 100 near falls, interference going crazy, and then The Rock is going to get pinned, pass the torch, and then the whole Samoan family is going to come out, and you're going to see a big celebration of the ring, and that's how they're going to close WrestleMania 39 from LA, with a big Samoan celebration. One Samoan passing the torch to another Samoan.
The Rock handing him the belt.
Or just saying, you are the head of the table.
Yeah.
Not a belt. Man. You are the title. The title of head of the table holds more weight than a belt right now. You know what I'm saying? Even saying in my head, I'm getting goosebumps just saying that this is the Rock saying to Roman Reigns, "You are the head of the table." That's, bro. I could win 30 titles. That will not compare to him saying that.
You know what?
Telling me you are the head of the table. You.
This turned into a big WWE chat.
Yeah, I know, man. But yeah, I know. We took a big. Hey, that's what happens, man.
Listen, that's what we do. We keep it honest. We talk our shit. We have fun. We do what we do. For myself, the big homie, we out of here. Deuces.
Sorry, guys.